Greetings. It's Wednesday, week 3, and I wanted to share just a few thoughts about what we're doing in this module where we're kind of going deeper into the research. The overview is an announcement with a video that really touches on the writing plan, which just mentioned this again, that in the writing plan, you're going to see most of the same questions that you answered in the writing notes in week 2. And the idea is to improve and focus. But if you've already completed that assignment and you feel your answers were the best they can be or were met the requirement, then it's okay to go on. You do not have to rewrite every question if it is already met the standard. The other assignment is the annotated sources, and that is something we want to look a little closer at. And let's just take a peek here that the annotated sources are going to ask you to do this worksheet on the CRAAPO, the CRAPO test, that will help you analyze your sources. But let's look at the requirement itself. You need to have 3 sources for the annotated bibliography. One of those sources should support the opposite view, the counter argument. The other 2 should align with your key points. So for each source, you'll go through this series of questions. Identify the source by author, title, database. This is probably a good time to get into using your MLA or APA, depending on which format you choose. Summarize the source. It says the source seems to be arguing, but summarize it. Tell us what's in it. Explain the counter argument that might be for one of the sources. And then for credibility and relevance, this is where you go into that CRAAP, that CRAPO. Let's take a quick look at that. What does it mean? Currency. When was it published? Relevancy. How does it relate to your project? Accuracy. Is it supported by evidence? Is it peer-reviewed? Authority. Who's the author? Are they an expert? And then is the source objective? What's the purpose? We don't want, a blog where someone is just totally, for or against. It is not just someone's opinion. We're looking for reliable sources. So that is what this CRAP test is, and it helps you answer this credibility and relevance. And what I look for is, have you touched on some of those points? How does the rubric read? It's sources. Have you identified the author, the title, where it came from? If you've done your sources, identified them in one of the 2, MLA or APA, accurately, then you're 100% right here. Did you summarize the sources, and is at least one of the source aligned with your counter argument? And then, as we mentioned, that credibility and relevance. So that is that assignment, and I touched briefly on the writing plan. All of these are meant to give you the tools to organize and to set up that you have the elements and focus for your final essay. I want to thank everyone for the timeliness of your submissions and for all the emails and calls that I've received asking for help. I'm always here to help, and I look forward to doing so. Remember that your assignments are you submit them not through the learning module, but back here in Brightspace. So on your course menu, you'd have assignments here, and that would be where you would submit them. So with that in mind, let's get to week 3, and hopefully it will be a good week, and I'm sure it will. I look forward to seeing your plans and your annotated bibliography. If you need any help, let me know. Take care.